In the realm of biblical symbolism, few images evoke as much intrigue and fascination as the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. These enigmatic figures, described in the Book of Revelation, have captured the imagination of artists, writers, and theologians for centuries. They are harbingers of cataclysmic events, each riding a different colored horse and representing various aspects of human existence. In this exploration, we delve into the identities of these horsemen, unraveling their significance and the profound messages they convey. The first horseman rides forth on a white horse, symbolizing conquest. He carries a bow, signifying military power, and wears a crown, indicating authority. This horseman represents the relentless march of conquest throughout history, from the rise and fall of empires to the expansion of ideologies. His presence heralds the onset of conflict and the struggle for dominance. In a broader sense, the White Horseman reminds us of the human tendency towards aggression and the pursuit of power at any cost. Following closely behind the White Horseman is the rider on the red horse, embodying war. With a great sword in hand, he unleashes violence and bloodshed upon the earth. The red horse symbolizes the chaos and devastation wrought by armed conflict, tearing apart communities and nations. War, in all its forms, leaves a trail of suffering and destruction in its wake, reminding humanity of the futility of violence and the urgent need for peace. As the third horseman rides forth on a black horse, famine spreads in his wake. Holding scales in his hand, he represents scarcity and economic hardship. The black horse symbolizes the grim reality of hunger and deprivation, as crops fail and resources dwindle. Famine is not merely a physical affliction, but also a spiritual one, testing the resilience of individuals and societies. In the face of scarcity, the virtues of compassion and solidarity are put to the ultimate test. The final horseman, riding a pale horse, is named Death, and Hades follows him closely. His grim visage strikes fear into the hearts of all who behold him. With power over a quarter of the earth, he brings forth pestilence and plague, claiming lives indiscriminately. The pale horse represents the inevitability of death and the transient nature of human existence. In confronting mortality, humanity is forced to confront the fragility of life and contemplate the mysteries of the afterlife. While each of the four horsemen represents a distinct aspect of human experience, they are intricately interconnected, reflecting the cyclical nature of history and the human condition. Conquest begets war, war begets famine, and famine begets death, perpetuating a cycle of suffering and renewal. Yet amidst the chaos and despair, there is also the promise of redemption and transformation. The four horsemen serve as catalysts for change, urging humanity to reflect on its actions and embrace a path of righteousness and reconciliation. In Christian eschatology, the four horsemen are often interpreted as portents of the end times, heralding the culmination of history and the onset of divine judgment. Their appearance signals the unraveling of the world order and the onset of apocalyptic events. Yet they also embody the hope of redemption and salvation, as foretold in the Book of Revelation. The ultimate triumph of good over evil is assured, as humanity is called to heed the warnings of the four horsemen and prepare for the coming of the kingdom of God. The four horsemen of the apocalypse stand as timeless symbols of human folly and divine intervention. Through their imagery, we are reminded of the fragility of life, the consequences of our actions, and the ultimate triumph of righteousness. As we navigate the tumultuous currents of history, may we heed the lessons of the four horsemen and strive to build a world of peace, justice, and compassion.